Right. Right. So I feel like every video I start, I say, yeah, it's been a while, and that's on me. There's been a couple updates. So I fractured my wrist, which stopped me training like one side of my body for a few weeks. If you follow me on Insta, it was a lot of just one arm stuff, and I just didn't think that was that interesting. I am undergoing a bit of a cut at the moment. Got a shoot in September, so I've got a couple months to get relatively lean, nothing like near stage or show lean or anything like that. Just I'm at 195 now, and just be able to get down to like 185 would probably be the lowest I'd go, but maybe a couple of pounds heavier than that. And yeah, I just thought easiest way to show what I'm doing is to show a full week of training. At the moment I'm training 5 days a week. Working with a coach now who I'll put his information in the description. And yeah, 5 days a week, upper lower, push pull legs, pretty standard. And yeah, I've got a lot of footage from over the past few weeks. So some of it will jump around a little bit, but I just thought it would be helpful, maybe to someone, to just see exactly how they work and to actually watch the sets, because you see a little clip and it looks different. But right, so this is the upper session, which goes for overhead press, rows. It's predominantly shoulders and back. So some chest supported rows, some shoulder presses, lateral raises, and some shrugs and things like that. That's normally how the week always starts. So let's get into it. So we start with overhead press, and this, if you follow me for a while, you know I love this. I just love overhead press. I think it's a great movement. It's my favourite thing to be doing for shoulders. A lot of core stability needed as well, which is something that I've got to work on. And the injury to the wrist kind of affected my performance in this, but this is 75 kilos. What's that? Anyway, next is some lateral raises. I mean, if you're not at some point doing lateral raises, I really don't understand what's going on, because in terms of shoulder development, there has to be some variation of this in what you're doing. And I just don't understand if there's not. Keeping it, quite light, trying to keep the form clean-ish. Looking at it, probably could be cleaner. But no, these are always being any kind of, if I'm doing any shoulder day, there's some, if it's cables, if it's dumbbells, whatever. And then we move on to a chest supported row. There's meant to be a 2-second hold at the top, which I think sometimes I play I play a little bit loose with that 2 seconds. But again, I always recommend this for people who say, I can't really feel the contraction in my back, I'm training my back and nothing's really happening, not making the progress, whatever. Do this. It looks kind of strange. It feels a bit weird to just put yourself in this position, but nothing else can really get involved too much. Like you retract your scapula there, and you should be able to, from doing this, understand better how to do other exercises where you need to practice that skill. So I think it's a really useful one to have in. And then there's some shoulder pressing. Clearly, I'm going for an incline, and I don't know what I was thinking there, but doing it with no back support again, trying to improve that core stability and trying to engage my core more with these exercises, because it is a weakness of mine, I think. And here we have, it's 3 sets of 10. I'll put the rest of the sets and the reps on the thing. I know I haven't been saying them. And then go straight from that into some shrugs. Again, I just love training traps. I think a good set of traps really makes a physique kind of pop, especially when you're doing it naturally. If you have an impressive set of traps, to me, well, that is impressive. I think it's a good thing. I don't think it's easy. I think a lot of it can be genetic and that sort of thing. And it's straight away, if someone sees you've got big traps, they're like, oh wow, you're on something. But no, I've always made an effort to train traps and not to neglect them. And then the final exercise, some lat pull down. Again, I think this is 3 sets of 12 or 10 to 12, because as the intensity goes up, sometimes you're failing before that 12 on the last set. And this attachment is good. Obviously, all gyms are going to have slightly different attachments, but I like this. Again, good for being able to really understand how to pull that weight in and how to get the most recruitment from your back when you're doing it. Slow and controlled, there's no need for anything else.